Hello, my name is Julie. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. This is Bookish Travels, where we discover days and we explore books. Now today we've got like a double helping of something. If you are curious as to what that is, I was working on a video where I was going to go through my bookshelves and pick out some books that I classed as was excited to read, but I just haven't got around to them for some reason. But then I watched, I think it was Book Time with Elvis. He did a tag, 10 unread books tag, I think. I will of course link the originator and in the comments, and of course the video that I watched. I was not tagged in this video, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it anyway as a mishmash between the two videos. Now I do have 10 books, so I'm going to talk about them in no particular order. So the first book is a supermarket purchase called Spellbound by Georgia Layton. I actually purchased these two books at the same time and I've not read either, to be honest. Apparently it's a retelling of Sleeping Beauty, and there's a sticker that says, "Pick me up and look at my side." So I'm not really sure what that means. Does it mean this? Does it mean inside? I really don't know. So at some point I'm going to take that sticker off, but I was entranced by the cover. Yeah, it's got nice sprayed edges. Now this next one is an author that I have been meaning to over the years to actually read, and it's a Joanne Harris book, and it's called Maiden Mother Crone, and it's a compilation of short stories, but it's quite big, so yeah, I will get round to it. Okay, the next one is called Lilith by Nikki Marmory. Oh my gosh, it's even got dust on it. How terrible is that? But yeah, Lilith is a goddess. I don't know much about her, but in the Garden of Eden at the beginning of time, an outrageous lie is born. The women are inferior. And I thought, oh, that sounds great. Because I was, you know, well into my sort of like gods and goddesses, well, mainly goddesses at the time, and I still am. But there she is, holding up a pomegranate by the looks. Oh, and a snake. So yeah, I need to get round to these books. The next one is called, I thought this was quite jolly, Murder Your Employer. McMaster's Guide to Homicide. Now, it's gorgeous, this book. It's got a wonderful map. And it has illustrations in it of a rather lovely church. And it actually feels quite nice. It's kind of floppy, but in a hardback version. So yeah, I really need to get to this one too. I'd probably say that about everyone, honestly. Now this next one was a charity shop buy. As you can tell by the sticker that I wasn't able to get off in one piece. Now this is by Susanna Dunn, and it's The May Bride. I've had this on my audio wish list for 5 years. Seriously. And I saw the book in a charity shop and I thought, oh yeah, let's get this. It's about Edward Seymour brings Catherine Filloyle to the to Wolf Hall, and his sister Jane is captivated by his new bride. So it sounds right up my street, it really does. So why, oh why, have I not gotten round to it? Actually, that quite hurt. Now, I have tried to listen to this one on audiobook actually, and I thought, it's a bit weird. So I stopped it. And then I saw this in a charity shop again. It's got Rather Weird, and it's by Andrew Caldecott, and it is kind of Elizabethan times, but it's not. It says 12 children in 1558, gifted far beyond their years, are banished by their Tudor queen to the town of Rather Weird. I do know there are quite a few books after this one, and it's got a little map. Has it got a little map inside? Well, I don't know, but it's got that. Don't quite know what that is. Oh, and it's got principal characters, which is quite good. But that means when it shows the characters at the front, that means there's loads of characters and you're going to need it to reference. And then there's contents, illustrations, and then it starts with old history. So sorry, I should have been showing you looking through that, shouldn't I? But if anybody has read this, please do let me know, because it piques my interest. I really need to get my arse going. Now, this next book is by Lila Abraham, and she's written some books that I've really enjoyed. The first one being The Yellow Crocus. I try to bring this book out every opportunity I can because I want people to read it because it's amazing. It's the first part of a 3-part series, and it's just fantastic. So I really enjoyed her writing. So I got Scarlet Carnation by the same author, and I've just never gotten around to it. This is a different story to the other one I just showed you, and maybe that's the reason why, but I have no excuses. This book, I think, was another supermarket purchase, mainly Sainsbury's actually. Oh dear, what they do to me is called Eruption by Michael Crichton and James Patterson. Now, I really enjoy Michael Crichton. I used to read Michael Crichton a lot. I haven't read much James Patterson, I have to say, but it's all about a volcano, which I went through a phase of watching nothing but disaster movies. It's about a volcano and in Hawaii. But apparently it says decades-old military secrets could turn the volcano into something a bit more terrifying. There's a little bit about Michael Crichton on the front and about James Patterson on the back. Michael Crichton actually wrote ER, which is my absolute favourite medical programme, medical series. There's no other medical drama that will ever be as good as ER. I'm sorry, it's a fact. I'm not sure if Michael Crichton is actually still with us. I've got a feeling he's not, so I'm wondering how he can write, but there we go. Okay, we've got 2 to go. So the next one is by Barbara Havelock, and I've never read her before, and it's called Estella's Revenge, and this is about Estella from Great Expectations. It says, you know Miss Havisham, the world's most famous jilted bride. This is her daughter's story. It's a nice floppy book too. Was she her daughter? Or was she like a sort of ward? I'm not sure. But it says, raised in the darkness of Satie's house where the clocks never tick, the beautiful Estella is bred to hate men and to keep her heart as cold as the grave. So that sounds fascinating. I am actually going to be reading Great Expectations later on in the year, so perhaps this will be perfect for afterwards. Now the next one I have had on my shelf for a long time, and honestly it's been in the bag to go to the charity shop so many times, and I pull it out every time. It's got a little bit of water damage, but it's called The Plant Hunter by T.L. Mogford. And that's me. That is me to a T. I love plants and botany and all sorts. 1867, Kings Road, Chelsea is a sea of plant nurseries, catering to the Victorian obsession with rare and exotic flora. Anyway, it says Henry Compton is far from a plant hunter as one could imagine. A salesman plucked from obscurity of the nursery growing fields to become the face of a sold of 1,000 plants. Anyway, it says small act of kindness sees him inherit a precious gift, a specimen of a fabled tree heard in the Travels of Marco Polo. And I'm like, check, ding, 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 all the amazing things. I'm thinking, yes. And a map. And he goes out to set his fortune. But where there is wealth, there is corruption. And as soon Henry is fleeing England and rounding the Cape of Good Hope and sailing up the Yangtze alongside a young widow in pursuit of the plant that can transform the lives of both these people. So why, oh why, have I not picked it up yet? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. See, do you not think I've got some amazing books here? And why I don't know why I'm not getting around to them. Oh, let me know. Which one should I try first? See, I'm such a mood reader. It's quite heavy. I'm such a mood reader that I like, right, I'm going to read this month, and then it's like, but I fancy this one and I fancy this one. So perhaps I ought to try and read one a month or one every other month or something until I get down the pile. Perhaps I ought to make this a series. Books I need to read and start with one of them. We shall see. Anyway, I want to thank you so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please do come back for more. Let me know if you've read any of these books, because I need to know. Anyway, thanks for watching. Sorry I've waffled on way too long, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.